Welcome to Anime Talk, and this is currently we are talking about the the summer season of anime, and what we watched and how we absorbed it. I guess would be a word.
What?
Absorbed it, saw it, osmosis.
That's not how humans do things.
What?
We're going to talk about the animes that we watched in the summer.
I think I demand a do-over.
Shows that I've attached myself to in some sort of symbiotic relationship.
Yes.
Okay?
Yeah.
All right, Ryan, we're going to go with that.
We're gonna talk about the stuff that we watched. Unfortunately, I didn't watch everything because I didn't really have enough time. Ryan watched a whole lot of it. Dre watched.
I watched a bit, but for the most part, it was like, yeah!
I don't like the insinuation that
yeah.
you didn't have time and then make it sound like I had a lot of time.
You always find time to watch shit, man.
Yeah, because I prioritize it. Get your priorities in order, faggot. God.
Anyway, the first one on the list.
I'm playing video games. God.
Yeah, I play video games. I'm sorry. I play video games more than I play anime.
What are you, gay?
The first one that we all watched like a few episodes of, then realized Akira Toriyama has died many years ago, and they're harvesting his brain for ideas. Dragon Ball Cho.
God damn it, that show.
You know, I can't even say that that's the problem. The problem is that they're just animating the movies in 30-minute segments.
Yeah.
And
they're stretching. Yeah,
that's basically
and
what
they're
it is.
stretching it out.
Yeah.
And the first of all, that first movie was all right. It wasn't even all that
Super
great.
Saiyan, Legendary Super Saiyan, God Super Saiyan.
That's later. But for this,
you get to watch as Vegeta
just-
gradually embarrasses himself over time.
That's a good thing.
And no, not really. No.
and then we get to watch like entire plot points from the other from Dragon Ball Z just kind of get smashed up and thrown out the window for whatever reason, because he forgot, because no one cared, so whatever.
Akira Toriyama has died many years ago, and they're just they're doing the Metal Gear Solid thing, where like Zero, that he was kept alive through the network of nanomachines.
The network of nanomachines.
We'll move on from that because obviously our opinion is not very high on that. Anime was a mistake.
Oh, and let's not get into the animation, because oh my god.
Yeah,
some of those
Goku,
stills are amazingly terrible.
Goku went from really nicely, not nicely, but for the time, Super Saiyan to bicep brows while in Super Saiyan 1.
Well, no. Let's get this straight.
It's not even that. It's just quality.
No,
the whole way through.
I'm talking about Naruto versus Pain levels of the art just going to shit.
I'll just keep a few of those because
yeah. It was like, I could draw better. What's going on? just full of sadness.
Dude, it. To be honest, when we watched the entire thing of it this season, instead of happening at the same day, where they would just repeat the same day, it would repeat the same day but through different people's eyes, right? If right?
No.
Okay.
That lasted maybe 3 episodes tops.
And they also never talked about that werewolf.
No, they're going to talk about that werewolf.
OVA, I guess.
It's actually airing in theaters.
Oh, now?
Yeah.
Oh, it's like a movie thing.
Yeah, it's actually just an episode. I think it might be a little longer, but it's airing in theaters, and they are going to explain what happened on their date.
As I watched this season of Durala, I feel things got more serious this time around.
We're actually hitting the point in the novels where. This is when the shit starts to hit the fan. This is when the serious things start happening.
Dollars are a gang, cool. It's like a gang where they kill people. It's it's a gang. There's a part of the dollars that do this shit, not all the dollars. But then people start dying. People are then tasered by little 10-year-olds.
Well, no one's dying, but
close enough. All right.
People are getting beaten up at best.
I never read the novels of Durara, so I would have no idea how this even progresses in the novels. But I felt towards the middle, man, things are getting things are getting real. That 10-year-old came at Isaiah
out of nowhere
with a fucking taser trying to kill him.
Yep.
And that was usually like the first mistake of everyone in do. But
don't underestimate the 10-year-old.
Don't underestimate a 10-year-old with like brainwashing and like super kung fu skills.
She wasn't brainwashed.
I
she
thought,
had no kung fu skills.
Are you sure she didn't have?
You didn't watch this, did you?
I did. I was there with you.
You didn't watch this at all. In fact, I'm moderately confident that you fell asleep while we were watching episodes and then just woke up and made your own story. With the
No,
things you
he
caught.
woke up in the middle of Dragon Ball Cho and confused them.
Yeah, you know when Isaiah went Super Saiyan and Shizuo couldn't do it.
I got that backwards.
I always mix those two names
Shizuo was
up.
the one that goes.
I
Super
always
Saiyan,
mix those two
and
names
Isaiah's
up.
the one that can't.
I always mix those two names up. I always think, wait, Isaiah is the blonde hair one.
No.
Shizuo is the blonde hair one.
Yes.
Isaiah is the stabber.
Yes.
Okay. Gaku Gurashi. Now this fucking anime was like
School is fun.
School is fun. Like everything's gonna be okay.
School is fun. Fun things are fun.
Ryan, pass me my antacids.
Yeah. All right.
This was an anime that was like out of left field. Dre like attached this one almost immediately, and he really just like a remora just on his belly of like an anime, just like I'm coming with you. I got you.
Yeah.
It was really good. I was very
Like,
impressed.
It was like cool. I saw the description. Okay, that seems okay. This seems like
I wasn't too keen on the fact that they wouldn't actually show you the zombies. I feel like that was kind of a cop out on their
maybe
end.
the zombies didn't.
No.
No, they were totally
because
there.
if you check out the manga,
Yeah.
You actually not only see the zombies, but you see just how bad their decay is.
Yeah.
Like straight up Walking Dead, like full
When-
on. They show
where
you that pieces
one
of them are missing.
Where one of the girls always puts her hands behind her head and like deeply sighs.
Yes, of course. But no, I mean,
It was
the manga had no problem showing you gore.
Yeah.
So I'm a little surprised that the anime was so hesitant to do it.
Maybe it's because it was airing like midday. I think.
Possible, but
Because you stuff like High School of the Dead and like ones that show gore a lot are reserved for like later in the night.
That's really more because of the
porn.
The porn. The fan service. I'm gonna be generous and say fan service.
Or like Tokyo Ghoul.
like,
I'm sorry,
Tokyo
but
Ghoul
when
had no
she's
problem showing
leaning
you.
back
I
and the
thought-
bullet
no, I
goes
thought it was
between her breasts in order to shoot the zombie.
Yeah, but that wasn't either of those. That wasn't fan service or porn. That was just dumb.
That was also science.
No,
No,
there was
Cody,
no science
breasts
happening.
do not move that way.
Yeah, they do.
No, they don't.
I-
Yeah, Cody, they don't.
They could with an exceptional amount of sag to them.
Generally
wasn't
not
really
in
woman.
opposite directions that way. Physics does not allow for this to
if she
happen.
contorts her midsection to the right. Why are we talking about this?
Anyway,
We were supposed to be talking about Gaku Gurashi.
um,
Shut up. We're moving on.
but Gaku Gurashi was like a complete left field on like how it actually was going into the mental state of like a retarded girl who actually like had like broken herself, like imagining everything's okay and not like it's not I don't know what it is, not escapism, but
Well, it was escapism.
yeah. I
It was
guess it would be
exactly
escapism.
I thought it was more interesting seeing how she overcame that.
Oh yeah, no, like
than the actual act of being delusional.
well, it's
But-
an interesting concept
But
because 9 times out of 10
it was a fantastic way to start the first episode.
Oh yeah.
it was
Because
amazing.
Watching that just go like, yeah, this isn't gonna be a thing I'm going to watch, and then it ends and you go, what? And then you kind of just reverse back, watch the whole episode again, just going, none of that. What? When's episode 2 coming out?
Yeah,
The fuck?
like I to me like okay, this is what I'm gonna watch. Like what the? This is about zombies. Okay, there's the zombies. Here's how everything went wrong. Gangsta.
Gangsta.
I missed it.
Gangsta.
I want to watch it later because it was the show that
Successfully killed Manglobe.
yep,
Also,
shoved
the name-
so much money in there, just fell over
the nail
dead.
in the coffin.
Now, mind you,
And the surprising thing about that is that there are moments in Gangsta where the animation is just absolute garbage. just stone worst. We're talking almost Dragon Ball Super levels of bad.
yeah, but like, like as
And yet, it still managed to be what kills Manglobe.
It-
So that's either a sign that they didn't have as much money as people would like to think, or that they just spent a lot of money on it and were retards and didn't check the quality.
yeah, Like
Yeah.
to be honest, like as far as the anime goes, it was actually really interesting. Like it was one of those slow. Like I typically don't like slow paced animes. There are very few I actually like that are like really slow that I'll get like absorbed into. It was fairly slow and like it was able to pick it up in certain ways with like the action, like the quasi action, like either like the shootout or like
I would describe it as the opposite of that, actually.
they're like
The show
What?
was not just fast paced in how it did things. It was fast paced in how it tried to advance through a story that they clearly should have done slower.
yeah.
It was an anime that could have been handled better over 24 episodes, because then you would have had more of a chance to establish the characters, as opposed to 12 episodes of and then people stabbing each other, which is what Gangsta was. It was
Like
it was a whole lot of, hey, look, here's this guy. This guy's on uppers. This guy's on downers. This guy's on all kinds of drugs. And all of them are stabbing each other with swords. This guy can control wires. Why? He's not on any drugs. He's not even a superhuman. But then we're not going to explain any of that because there's no fucking time. We have to go. Here's this guy. He's depressed. Here's this guy. He's missing his eye. Go, 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 go. And that's really what drove home. By the end of the anime, I couldn't watch the last episode.
really?
It was because it was trying to move you so fast and explain so many people's backstories at the same time that I couldn't care about any one of them. I didn't care about Nicholas. I didn't care about cute prostitute woman whose name I have unfortunately forgotten. But I didn't care about her little brother that had finally ventured over from the bad side of town to come and check out to see what happened to his sister. I just didn't care.
This?
That's
Why
my
you do
fault.
this?
But
It's the bubbly boopity.
Also, I as far as like the second Gangsta, I liked it a lot. The fact
No,
that
absolutely.
It was a great change of pace compared to like America, England,
Well-
Japan.
well, let's not kid ourselves. It was Black Lagoon.
Yes, it was.
That's pretty
Yes,
much
it
what
was.
it was. It was
Except less
it's a group of people that do things for money that are basically illegal.
less Daisy Dukes and crazy women.
No, the same amount of crazy women. The same amount of crazy women. I think it lacked the balalaika. I think that's pretty much the only.
Well, no, they did. It was the male
racked the
version.
balalaika.
You know,
it was the
have
male
battle
version.
mates.
It was the male version. He had an eye patch instead because they both have like the same kind of like
Yeah,
weird
both
messed up
yeah,
hair.
Yeah,
like,
but that's because it's the same. It's the same artist, I believe.
Gate. Gate to me, like when I watched like the third episode, like the 3 episodes, I liked the idea of it. What's wrong with it? Okay, dude, one more time. Make that into like a word now.
That sounded like Hoa.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and lay it out there. First episode, second episode, third episode, even the fourth episode, pretty damn cool to watch. I actually kind of enjoyed it.
After that, it kind of got
Well, no, my problem with that is that after that, it just I didn't care anymore.
it lost its charm, I'd say.
It's not even about losing the charm.
Really?
No, it's not that.
I stopped being interested in it first and foremost. And then I found out that it's already slated for a second season.
Yeah.
When other shows that were airing during that same season are not yet guaranteed a second season that were better than Gate. And the reason they're not guaranteed a second season is that Gate is fully promoted by the Japanese Self-Defense Force, because it's an anime intended to make people that watch anime join the Japanese Self-Defense Force.
Ivan et Niosh.
Yeah, yeah. That's pretty much the long and short of
Hey,
it.
no, Ivan et Niosh.
Join the Japanese Self-Defense Force. Eventually, we'll find cat girls. Like that's the tagline of the Japanese military.
If
Book me a flight. We're going.
Yeah, we're
if
leaving.
the American army just said, "Hey, join us," eventually we'll find squid girls. You know what?
Except
I'll go find some squid-
except we know that's a fucking lie, so I'm not gonna bother.
I'd rather go with the lie.
So for the same reason, I'm not gonna go join the Japanese
I'd rather
Self-Defense
go
Force.
with the lie.
What'd you think about Gay Dre?
I enjoyed it. For the most part, the biggest thing that you have to deal with when it comes to Gate is that the amount of overpowered that the army is kind of what makes the show kind of peter off near the middle.
Mm-hmm.
Because you end up in this situation where they could literally just, the defense force by itself could just kind of go out and conquer this world. It wouldn't be that difficult. The only thing restraining them is themselves. So Gate was a lot of fun. It's kind of switching over to political intrigue between two worlds that don't make any sense to each other.
Because
And then-
one is a fictitious world and one is reality.
And then those two, from what I hear, it's gonna just hit, fall down, and then just go full on fantasy shenanigans.
Cody,
which kind of makes me go, eh.
Let's be fair. What? Both worlds are fictitious fantasy worlds because the Japanese military is not that organized.
Himoto Umaru-Chan.
Someone slap her.
I
Please.
I agree with that, but to be honest, as an entire show, I liked it a lot. Like I will admit, Umaru is actually very unlikable.
Obnoxious.
Yes,
Pain in the ass.
So,
yes,
so her brother
great
and
guy.
the neighbor.
Great guy.
I
Great woman.
and
I will Ebina's all day.
blue haired friend and her brother with the
Sophie?
afro.
Sophie.
I just want to take all of them and go on a road trip.
That was actually the last episode.
Yes, I know. I want to take them and go on a road trip and leave Umaru home because that's what she wants anyway.
It's silly and stupid.
Don't get me wrong. I liked Umaru-chan for the most part. My only problem is that Umaru herself, she steals her brother's credit card and runs up charges.
I've done that before.
Fuck that noise.
Jitsu wa Watashi wa.
All right, cool. So this one's on me. So here's what happens.
I got the
Yeah, I know.
I got the impression that this was just Rosario Vampire in like a different
Basically,
comedy way.
to an extent.
More comedy. Main character actually has a bigger problem than just being human.
That's a big problem.
His face, he has all the tells.
All the tells.
Everything that you could possibly say. If he tries to tell a lie, you immediately know.
Okay.
That's what he's got. So that's what you have to deal with when he has to keep
Is
when
that
he
something
has
that
to
you're,
keep
like,
a
born with?
secret.
Is that something like you're
That's
born with?
something he's stuck with. Because no matter what he does, he just can't lie. Because the problem with the description was that they were just like, yeah, it's a vampire. So you get a vampire, an alien, a devil, and glasses.
Just
Glasses are for later.
glasses.
Just glasses.
Just glasses.
Just a pair of glasses.
Yep.
Yeah, just glasses. But then you just kind of go with it because the entire thing's just super goofy.
Right.
Like instead of a dude just trying to live with a bunch of monsters trying not to eat him, while he's trying to sex up a vampire.
First off, they
this one,
they don't want to eat him. They want to suck his essence from him.
No, they want the other monsters who want to eat him. For a Rosario vampire. For this one, you end up in a situation where it's just he has to literally run away from situations that might potentially reveal her secret.
Okay, or else what?
Or else she can no longer go to the school.
Oh, okay.
That's pretty much the whole thing. It's like her secret gets found out, her dad's just gonna pick her up and just say you can't go to school no more.
But Dracula, I don't want to go. I don't want to leave the school. You have to, son.
Son, wait, what?
My only problem with Jutsu wa Watashi wa was the fact that the initial pretense that the main character had to keep her secret was established and held through about the first 5 episodes, and then immediately after that they just stopped caring about it.
Yeah.
They just completely stopped caring, and it's another one of those situations where you create a main character who's got like a gimmick and a concept behind what makes him the main character. In this case, him finding out her secret and then keeping that secret, and then removing that, and what you end up with is bland protagonist number 3. So why am I watching for him? Because you're not. You're watching it for the girls at that point.
Your thoughts on that?
Alien Girl is best girl.
Alien Girl is best girl.
Prison School. Did you watch that, Trey?
For my own safety, I'm gonna skip this one.
Hannah is best girl.
Where's my shoe?
President and vice president are worst girls.
President's the one with the whip, and the vice president the one that likes to kick people, right?
Vice president is the girl with the writing crop.
Yeah.
President is the one that has the long black hair.
Right. Yeah.
Doesn't do anything. Hana, the treasurer.
Yeah, the one who like wears like boy shorts and likes to kick people for some reason.
Hell yeah, boy shorts.
Like I eventually watched like a few of like the later episodes, but I'm not gonna lie, the first 2 episodes kind of like pushed me away from it because I'm not a fan of like the domineering type of shit that's done to these men.
Okay.
I'm just not a fan of that.
That's fine.
Like, go down to the prison. You are shit. Fuck you. Lick our boots. Like I'm not a fan of all that.
Well, actually, only one of them is like that, but
It was the entire overarching thing, and
It was the tone.
yeah, it was the tone.
Yeah.
If after I let like 8 episodes pass, like, you know what, I'll give this a second shot. It actually turned out to be kind of good after I kind of like waited through like the first like 3 episodes. Like, okay, this is gonna pass. All right.
It is not something.
It actually started to like make sense. Like, it actually like got a bit better for me anyway. I hate to say better because like that sounds like it's like a negative tone with that, but I can still safely say like there's parts of that I just don't like. I'm just not a fan of that. Like,
It's just not something I can watch while I'm working.
yeah. Also, you can't watch.
No, you can't watch it while you're working.
No.
Or at least you shouldn't.
No.
I mean,
I can't because it's like it's something that I would have to like take a couple days off when I was going to take a couple days off anyway and just include this show as something that I'm going to do with that days off. It can't be something that I come home after work and watch because then I might throw my TV out the window.
Plus Dre is known at least 2 of those kind of girls.
I've dated 3.
I've actually I was actually really impressed with the fact that of the main cast of the characters for the show.
Yeah.
All the guys were surprisingly endearing.
Yeah. Like,
I came to like every single one of the characters over time.
That was one of the big turnovers. Like, the first video was like the only endearing person was I would say main character. I can't remember his name right now. The one actually stands up and like the person, it's like, no, stop it. That fucker doesn't need to like that. Like, when it came to points like that, I was like, you know what? Yeah. Like, when he actually starts standing up from time to time, I was like, no, that there's points that shit does not fly, even in prisons. This giant air quotes. And like the way the others were always asking, like, no, I wanted to lick her boots. I wanted to.
Andre wanted to lick her boots, man.
No, but like when it comes to like, oh, she was gonna lick her boots, like that's the part that like turned me off. I was like, oh, okay, so this guy just stood up for these sad sacks of shit and this tiny face guy.
Hey, don't talk that way about Andre.
He's got cancer. Right? Lupin the Third. Technically, this aired last season, but only in Italy because they called first dibs on that.
Yep.
And we're watching it now.
So there's really nothing to say about it.
Yeah.
I mean, the only things I will say is that so far the animation has been fantastic.
It still keeps like the nostalgic feeling of like, well, not nostalgic, but like the old style.
Yeah.
But not having it be like 480p.
No. Cody, the word you're looking for is smooth.
It does retain like the same quirky style of it, and which I like.
Yeah.
We've seen 2 episodes so far.
Well, we've watched 2 episodes. I have up to episode 5.
Okay.
But I will say that so far the episodes have the same feel as the old Lupin episodes. There are ones that are multiple parts. There are ones that focus specifically on one member of Lupin's crew.
But to this point, if we already know their entire lives at this point.
Well, for the most part.
Like how long has Lupin been going at this? Like, if you were to take all the stories and like mix them all together.
Like, you mean how many years has Lupin been a thief?
Yeah.
Hell,
I
don't know.
If you were to take like all those things, like, okay, how long has he actually been a thief? Like since we first saw Lupin to now, how much time has passed? That's
not super long. I'd probably put it at like 5-10 years tops.
Oh, okay. We've all seen this one, Monster Musume.
Yep.
Yes, and
Yeah.
all positive things.
Yeah.
Like the positivity in the room right now is very hot.
Actually, I have one negative thing I need to say.
What?
Get out.
No, it needs to be said. It needs to be said, motherfucker. I'm gonna say it.
There's at times where he has
Go.
eyes.
No fucking Polt. She appears as a side character multiple times, but she never gets her gym episode. Which means that going into the future, they're going to have to go back and redo the Polt episode if this gets a second season.
Or have it like
because
OVA.
How are they going to explain all the other times where Polt owns something that they go to for their whatever event they're in right now?
They probably do it for like an OVA.
That's
thing.
for the gym, right?
Yeah, for the gym.
The gym.
The gym is owned by Polt. The arena where they have Centurio's and Centurio's mom fight is owned by Polt.
Yeah.
There are many things in that show that are owned by Polt, and Polt actively takes place in.
From the manga, the whole thing with Polt is actually just after where we hit in the show.
False.
I'm almost positive.
Nope. Polt's first chapter was before Rhaenyra was even introduced.
Yeah, because
no, it was directly after because Rhaenyra stayed home.
Yeah, because
Rhaenyra stayed home.
Yeah,
she couldn't
and
swim.
Rhaenyra stayed.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't because she couldn't swim.
So
it was because she was making fun of Mia.
Oh, okay.
She was making fun of Mia, and she was watching
Poppy and Sue.
and Sue, and then when they come back, she's had more exercise than them.
Yeah, because Sue tortured her, and Poppy has too much energy for the world.
Yeah,
but yeah, no Polt is my only negative thing to say.
Fortunately, I think only I watched this one with Nan Biori, but did you?
Yeah, I watched Nan Biori.
You said you were like there were times where I put it and go to sleep and I forget half the episode.
That's true, and then I rewatch it.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't change the fact that it's a anime version of chamomile tea.
Yes.
It puts me under, man. There's nothing I can do about that.
I always like it. I always like the show because it's very simple. It's not like overly complicated like other slice of life animes. They try to insert the things that make the show more than just a slice of life. It's just this is it. This is exactly what you think of life of 4 kids in like the boonies out somewhere.
You understand the intrinsic problem with that, right?
Life is boring, yes.
So why would I want to fucking watch it?
Because it's 4 cute little girls, and I'm weird like that. Shimonetta. It has a longer name, but we're just gonna go with that.
I enjoyed Shimonetta greatly. I thought it was an excellent combination of humor, sex jokes, and a very serious problem that almost all nations are having at the moment.
Where Tumblr is offended by something.
Yeah, where people are offended by something, so it has to be removed, and why are we not allowed to say what we want to say? So. I'm very much so. I was very much so enamored with the anime.
It tackles the hard
hitting questions.
The hard hitting questions.
Yeah, that's Shimonetta
of whether or not I can own a hole in my house.
Why can't I scream "dick" in the subway?
Dirks.
Okay,
but
now here's for me. Haven't finished it yet. I'm holding on to it because I think
your boner is too strong.
No, in like 2 weeks, I get like a 3-day weekend, and I'm good to go, and I'm just gonna finish the show.
Yeah,
because I need to be like over there and just like click it on, because something horrible is gonna happen to me when I watch this show.
My personal favorite.
Your boner's gonna hurt. That's the problem.
My personal favorite joke regarding this season is still. We had 2 animes that featured girls that were either like monsters or fantastic races. In both Gate and Monster Musume.
Yep.
Yeah. And yet Anna was the most monstrous girl we saw that season.
Yeah.
Like, that was, like, to be honest, out of the entire show, that was the part that actually kind of intrigued me at all.
She does a perfect bridge.
she does. The idea, like not Anna herself, but like the idea of that. Like, if you hide lust and like all that naughty shit away, when you actually have these things,
someone might actually break.
How does a person
from not being able to do anything?
They don't know what it is. How do they deal with it?
Yeah.
If they would tell like, you don't do this stuff. This stuff's bad. That stuff's naughty. But like, they don't know how to deal with that, so they kind of like break mentally.
That's pretty much the point of the show.
Yeah.
But like that specific part, everything else was like it kind of like at times the like once or twice it kind of went too long with like a certain joke. I kind of just like overlooked that. But it was good entirely. Like the only thing I didn't like was the girl with the penis for a head.
Oh,
her head's shaped like a penis.
Yeah,
that's the big joke. But yeah, that's one character I said that character could have just not existed, and the show would have been better for it.
The girl who draws stuff.
She's fine.
Yes.
Yeah, she's fantastic.
Yeah, like every character.
Her voice actress fucking put in a goddamn AAA performance.
I'm pretty sure that's Hada from Sidokai.
Yeah.
But yeah. I think
just fucking great.
I think Penis Head Girl could have been like.
I have inspiration.
By the way, if you watch the Blu-rays for Shimonetta and you listen to the voice actors' commentary on some of the episodes, good lord, those voice actors had way too much fun doing that.
You have to.
We all will watch this one, Overlord.
Yep.
Overlord as an anime, like first I was like, oh, a guy gets locked in it. Like when I first heard, I was like, okay,
Yeah.
guy gets locked into an MMO.
It's literally
He has to
like
live,
the 6 to 1 in a row. It's like one per year
Yeah.
minimum that we get a show
so
like
at first
this.
I was like, okay, he gets locked in an MMO, yada yada yada. Cool, great, awesome. And then like I actually saw the pictures for it. I was like, okay, he's a skeleton. You've already like deviated away from the normal formula. He's a skeleton. Where are we going from here?
You've made him a monstrous race.
So he's locked in the game.
Yes.
He's locked in the game as the boss of the game. Okay, now we've gone far off track here.
But he's not really locked as the boss. He's locked as his own character.
Which was the boss? Like
Well,
No.
No. He himself was just a player. It's just that his guild was such a high level, high capacity guild that they prepared a scenario in case people tried to raid and attack
At some
their guild
point,
boss.
so you're saying he was the boss.
At some point,
essentially, yes.
Well,
he was
because here's the thing:
boss.
at some point in their game world,
Yeah.
they were about 5th ranked in like the entire game world.
Yeah.
And there was one time a coalition of 30 other guilds trying to take their fortress, and the guilds lost.
Yeah.
Which is what made their place infamous.
Yeah.
I very much so look forward to it getting a season 2 if it does.
Oh yeah.
But I suppose we're too busy getting Gate season 2. By the way, if I sound bitter, it's because I am.
Ryan,
I'm not gonna-
Ryan,
one
the
thing-
only thing that you need to remember is that the goal of all life is death.
The goal of all life is death.
There was only one thing. There's one thing I could exceptionally appreciate about the show entirely. Albedo was voiced by Takane from Idolmaster, and that is my idol.
That's what it takes, Cody.
That's all it takes for Cody.
Look, what's like you saying about fucking Shimina? That's ear sex. Whenever she talks, that's ear sex to me. All right.
I understand that, but that's just never mind. I'm not gonna go there.
Sounds weird when I say it.
I'm not gonna have that fight with you, Cody.
Sounds
Let's
weird when
move
I say
on.
it. All right. Ushio Totoro. When Ryan first told me about the show, it was a Japanese Calvin and Hobbes.
It's the entertaining way to describe it. That's for sure. The better way to describe it is to brace yourself on your chair and then yell the word shonen as loudly as you can. Shonen! and then run into the sunset with your animal friend as you'd kill ghosts. Like that's actually the anime. There's no other way to put it.
It did manage to keep like as I looked at it it managed to keep like the style very modern, but also like keeping like the original design.
Yeah.
It felt good at times to watch it, but it was like much like my two colleagues just said, it was shonen as fuck.
Yeah.
Very much so.
It was the most shonen thing to air this season.
Yeah.
And probably next season as well. It's
it's still going.
It's so shonen. It might be the most shonen thing this year. And Dragon Ball came out this year.
Okay, first off, Dragon Ball's not shonen anymore.
What is it then?
It's dead.
damn.
It's fucking harsh. All right then.
Working. Again,
Working.
much like Musume, the vibe in the room is very good. You didn't like the season working? I liked it.
Once again, I'll be the Debbie Downer at the table.
Oh, God, why can you be such a Debbie Downer? No,
Because I got to.
No one likes a Debbie Downer.
I got
right?
to, because no one else wants to say it.
What?
So I'll say it.
What?
I'll put it the same way Dre did when me and Dre were talking about this anime. Whoa! Someone needs to hit the brakes. We're going too fast.
Fucking speed of light this season.
Yeah.
We're gonna finish
It's-
all the plot points because we're not gonna get money for this ever again. Boom!
Yeah,
Go!
basically. It was basically trying to shove every relationship progression down our throats as quickly and as fast as
Not gonna lie. After 3 seasons, man, something had to happen. After 2 seasons of build up, nothing happened. Like
Mind you,
he dropped.
this is coming from the person that just advocated the anime where nothing happens because 4 girls are living in the country.
Yeah.
So I'd like us to take a moment to notice the irony that is permeating the room. Like I can breathe it in.
I see it right there. It's flying around.
Yeah, it's pretty palpable.
It's like a little red balloon just flying by right now.
But I'm okay with the characters' relationship starting to pan out. That's great.
Yeah.
But when you make it every single one of them, I don't have time to care anymore. You have progressed so fast.
Is there because here's the thing, much like Jerry just said, they probably said we're not gonna get another funding for another season because maybe the guy wants to do more servant X service or something like that. Maybe he wants to do more of that.
It's entirely possible.
Join us next time. Hopefully, when we get to mid-season on fall. Hopefully, we have positive stuff to say about that.
I like to think I was positive.